Kxo, El Centro, California. It's 7:28.
I'm Taylor Bishotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The deadline for teams to get down to 53 players passed at 4 p.m. Eastern Tuesday, and Jonathan Taylor remains a Colt, but he won't be on the field for a while. The All-Pro running back will miss at least the first 4 games of the season after being placed on the physically unable to perform list with an ankle injury. Von Miller also out at least the first 4 games after landing on the PUP list due to a knee injury. Zappe Hour is over in New England. For now, the Patriots released quarterback Bailey Zappe, who started 2 games for the team last season. Some other roster moves. The Dolphins released running back Myles Gaskin. The Giants cut veteran receivers Cole Beasley and Jamison Crowder, while the Saints released corner Bradley Roby and linebacker Jalen Smith. And DeMar Hamlin's remarkable return to football continues. The Bills safety made the team's 53-man roster Tuesday, less than 9 months after suffering cardiac arrest during a game. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
School on! Stay on!
Back to school is on, and Staples has great prices on everything you need for your best year yet. Save on headphones and laptops. Save on notebooks, pens, and all the essentials. Priced low and still in stock. And right now at Staples, 24-pack Crayola crayons and comp books are only 50 cents each. Plus, select notebooks are just 35 cents each. School on, save on at Staples, where school savings are always in session. Ends 9/16. In-store only. Limit 30.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either Dave's Single, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Medium Frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nugs
Spicy
and a
chicken
Frosty.
sandwich,
Dave's Single and a
Frosty
for
me. And a Frosty.
Okay, who said Frosty and a Frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price of participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined in a combo or any other offer.
Well, it is a Wednesday, the 30th day of August, 2023. And I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Gene. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
You're looking a lot like a parrot head today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parrot head.
Just don't blow out a flip-flop.
Yeah, can't do that. That's almost un-American to blow your flip-flop off.
Yeah, that elusive shaker of salt is in the break room.
Break room, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okie dokie. Well, let's see. What's going on? Well, I don't know, and I didn't celebrate, I'm sorry, but Michael Jackson would have turned 65 years old yesterday. Now, I understand his friends and family held a party to celebrate and then made his kids pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, things are tough.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got to get a piece of that pie, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Our weather forecast, it's going to be warm today.
Yeah, prepare yourself.
Okay. But then it's all downhill into Labor Day weekend.
You're sure? You're positive?
Well, that's what our forecasters are saying. We're looking for double digits on Labor Day. So
not double digits in addition to the ones we already have to make triple digits.
No. Today, it's going to be a little bit warm, but heat index values, that means, okay, they're expecting a high of 110, but it's going to feel like 118 because it's humid.
Yes, humid.
Yeah. So, we'll have that today and a little bit of it tomorrow. And then Friday, we're looking for 102, Saturday, 101, Sunday, 100, Labor Day, Monday, 98. And the nighttime temperatures are going to be dropping into the low to mid 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And right there's a good thing.
Won't be long until those snow flurries will be back.
I think that's 2 weeks from yesterday.
Okay. I'll mark that down.
Okay. And check back with me later.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, we have some around here somewhere.
Okay, actor Elizabeth Ashley is 84. Actor turned politician Ben Jones, he was on Dukes of Hazzard, he's 82. Actor John Connie is 81. Comedian Louis Black, 75. Actor Timothy Bottoms is 72. Actor Michael Chiklis is 60. Actor Michael Michel is 57. Actor Cameron Diaz, 51. Actor Raul Castillo, 46. Actor Michael Giadas is 46. Actor Johanna Bratty is 36. Local birthdays coming up.
We have a seat for your Friday night high school football game. Join Carroll, Buckley, and John Driffle at the 50-yard line for all the action. High school football on Kxo AM 1230 is brought to you by
La Fonda Bar and Grill in El Centro, Roto-Rooter serving the Valley, and the Central Union High School District.
Happy birthday, Benny Nunez, Lincoln Goodwin, Sonny Shows, Laura Goodnitson, Fernanda Reynoso, Leticia Castro, Ruben Rivera, Pablo Llamos, Hector Ferrell, Luis Guillen, Alejandro Cortez Jr., Daniel Velasquez, Ruben Arias, Lilia Humble, Riley Valdez, Lupe Reyes, Rowena Carrillo, Rosalina Ahumada, and Mia Ornelas. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. Did you hear about this? The 200-year-old West Point time capsule?
Did they open it?
Well, yeah, they found it in the base of an 1829 monument to General Kosciuszko. And, a lot of fanfare. They opened the time capsule Monday, and it turned out to be a Geraldo Rivera moment. There was nothing in the time capsule, a lead box, nothing there but silt.
And Geraldo.
Yeah, well, traces of his mustache anyway. Yeah,
I'd forgot all about that. And I know he's been trying to forget about it.
Well, hey, he made a couple of bucks off of it, right?
Yeah.
That
drum roll before they let us in on what they'd found.
Yeah, it was Al Capone's vault.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and we had 6 months of hype and 5 seconds of, oh my.
Yeah, it was all over. That was it.
Yep. Okay. We haven't had a dad joke in a while. Are you ready?
DAD, here it comes.
Okay. It's a dad joke. Okay. A cheeseburger walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." Okay. Now, you know why we call it a dad joke, and I don't want to take credit for it.
Yeah. Send that one on.
Yes. Okay. News. We've got that.
Coming up.
Yes.
Stand by.
And we'll tell you about COVID numbers. We'll tell you about a big meth bust. And we'll have film at 11. Right now, it's World in California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. Words of wisdom from Governor Ron DeSantis after a Category 3 Hurricane Idalia slammed into Florida's west coast this morning.
Don't mess with this storm. Don't do anything that's going to put yourself in jeopardy. And there'll be a lot of help coming on the back end of this storm.
It's swamping the coast with storm surge, closing highways, downing trees and power lines. More than 268,000 customers have none in Florida right now. CBS's Weijia Jiang is at the White House.
The president approved the emergency declaration response because what that means is that, after the president signs off on that, it gives another $5 million.
CBS meteorologist David Parkinson tracking Idalia's path.
Even though it is a Florida story right now, it will quickly become a Georgia story, then a South Carolina story, and by this time tomorrow, it is North Carolina's problem.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Slight cool off today, significant cool off tomorrow in Southern California.
We will see highs come down generally anywhere from about 3 to 7 degrees in spots, but overall still remaining fairly hot, hence the extension of the ongoing heat warning and advisory products.
Brian Adams with the Weather Service says an excessive heat warning will be in effect for the southern valleys and deserts until 8 tonight. In Northern California, a heat up combined with smoke from wildfires in the region. The air quality in many areas considered unhealthy to breathe, especially for seniors and young children. The FBI and its partners in Europe seized control of a global malware network that had been committing ransomware attacks for years. Martina Estrada with the U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. saying the software agent known as Quackbot has been removed from thousands of infected computers.
Together, we have taken down Quackbot and saved countless victims from future attacks.
$8.6 million in cyber currency seized or frozen. Pasadena police investigating another smash and grab robbery. Thieves making off with $500,000. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by your friend in the air conditioning business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning.
Wake up, people. You're optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids, to work, to friends, and everything in between. You have to get sleep. And a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movements. Learning how you sleep, so you learn to sleep better. Night after night. Sleep next level. Only from Sleep Number.
Don't miss our Labor Day special. Save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed, plus free delivery when you add a base. Ends Labor Day.
If this were a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure, my voice is peanut buttery smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay. Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. I'm on to something. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane, 3 locations in the valley. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, U.S. Border Patrol agents seized more than $250,000 worth of methamphetamine last Friday. At about 3:30 a.m. on August 25th, a small SUV approached the Highway 86 checkpoint. Agents noticed that the driver appeared nervous and referred the vehicle to secondary inspection, where a canine team alerted to the SUV. Agents were then able to locate over 157 pounds of methamphetamine in a hidden compartment in the rear of the vehicle. The meth has a street value estimated at over $236,000. The driver, a 33-year-old lawful permanent resident, was arrested and turned over to the DEA. The U.S. Department of Labor's Wage and Hour Division and the Mexican Consulate in Calexico will host a Facebook Live event on this Friday, September the 1st. It's an outreach event to reach low-wage and at-risk workers as part of Labor Week's rights. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, Labor Rights Week is a collaborative effort between the department and embassies and consulates to increase awareness and inform workers and employers about their rights and responsibilities under U.S. laws. The Calexico event will happen between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. at the Mexican Consulate via its Calexico Facebook Live. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
Continuing with more local news, a portion of La Broucherie Road will be closed for several days. The Imperial County Department of Public Works says that La Broucherie Road will be closed through this Friday between Lee Road and Murphy Road. The closure will be for 24 hours per day for the installation of water pipelines. Detours are posted. And the latest numbers from the Imperial County Public Health Department shows that the number of active COVID-19 cases in the valley is stable. Actually, the numbers dropped just a bit from the last report on August the 18th. As of Tuesday, August the 29th, there are 109 active cases of the coronavirus in the county. That is 6 less than the last update. With the return of students to school and a long Labor Day weekend, the health department will continue to monitor the numbers to catch any spike that may occur. The number of deaths attributed to the disease remains at 985. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley, at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
I'm David Goldberg, a bilingual elementary school teacher and president of the California Teachers Association. As we start a new school year, there's something new happening in California's public schools. They're called community schools, where families, students, educators, and communities are making decisions as one.
As a parent, I feel like we're really valued as partners in the education system.
Community schools are bridging the systems of academics with the community.
The curriculum is designed around the students and their academic needs.
I know community schools are working. We see it in parent involvement. We see it in student academics.
We saw double-digit gains in math, English, and reading scores.
It's a more innovative, holistic approach to educating students.
I really feel like this is the first time that we're really seeing a system change in our school.
It's innovative, fresh,
and they're already working. We invite you to learn more about community schools as we come together to reimagine public education here in California. And that's why CTA brought you this message.
And it's page 2 of the local news with weather, served by Menchie's Frozen Yogurt and Round Table Pizza, 508 East Dannenberg Drive in El Centro.
Continuing with more local news this morning, El Centro police are investigating a burglary reported on Monday. The break-in occurred at a trailer in the 1600 block of West Adams Avenue. According to the report, among the items taken were 2 Michael Kors watches, 5 cell phones, a tool bag, and miscellaneous documents, including car registrations and vehicle pink slips, and an estimated $1,200 in cash. Total loss was over $5,000. Well, the City of Yuma Fire Department has received accredited agency status with the Commission of Fire Accreditation International. The accreditation shows that Yuma Fire has met the criteria through the association's voluntary self-assessment and accreditation program. The accreditation process is to assist fire and emergency services agencies throughout the world and in achieving excellence through self-assessment to provide continuous quality improvement and enhancement of service to their communities. Yuma Fire Chief Dusty Fields, yes, that is the name, stated that the agency's achievement demonstrates the commitment of the agency to provide the highest quality of service to Yuma. And finally, Lourdes Ortiz Castañeda has been sentenced to 34 months in prison. She is described as the chief financial officer of a large alien smuggling organization operating in Southern California for several years. The organization's leader, Gerardo Rigoberto Barojas Savadra, was previously sentenced to 71 months in custody. The human smuggling organization operated from 2019 through 2021. Barojas, known as El Jefe, admitted that more than 100 undocumented migrants into the U.S. from Mexico, charging between $7,000 to $8,000 per person. U.S. Border Patrol agents assigned to the Boulevard station led the investigation. It was revealed that while in custody, various stage charges, Barujas continued to run illegal operations with the help of Ortiz and others. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Menchie's is spreading smiles with our delicious self-serve frozen yogurt. Choose from flavors like Red Velvet Royal and Milk Chocolate Mania. And then pile on the topping. At Menchie's, you make your mix exactly how you want it. Whether you're celebrating a special event or just catching up with friends and family, this is a place to mix and chill. Menchie's, located next to the Round Table Pizza, 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro. Stop by in today for a cup of yum and fun.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, we'll have one more day of extreme heat for the Imperial and Yuma valleys with mostly sunny skies. Cooler conditions with below normal temperatures will set into the desert Southwest by Friday and continue through this upcoming weekend. Our high yesterday, 117, 84, the overnight low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 111, but heat index values as high as 118. Southeast wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 85. Southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest after midnight. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 109. Heat index values as high as 115. East-southeast wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Those winds will then turn out of the south-southwest. 90 degrees downtown, 75% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast, 7 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news with the weather, delivered by Round Table Pizza and Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro.
San Diego, the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon is back. It's bigger, with inventory on the ground and ready for you now. It's bolder, with the hottest models and latest technology. It's better, with offers so good you can't pass them up. Right now, during the Labor Day Sell-a-thon only, get $1,000 open trade assist cash on F-150, Mustang, and across the Ford SUV lineup. We have the inventory, we have the offers, but they're not going to last. It's the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon, and it's bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Hurry, it all ends September 4th, so go to your San Diego County Ford dealers today. Open trade assist cash available on the 2022-23 Ford Escape, 2023 Edge, Expedition, Explorer, Bronco Sport, Mustang, and F-150. Open trade assist cash requires trade-in of 95 or newer vehicle or lease terminated 30 days prior to or 90 days after new retail delivery. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by September 4th, 2023.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers. And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Taking a look at Major League Baseball action. Well, the Padres snatched defeat from victory one more time. Cardinals beat them in extra innings, 6-5. Phillies pounded the Angels 12-7. Yankees won again. They beat the Tigers 4-2. Rays rolled over the Marlins 11-2. It was the Orioles outlasting the White Sox 9-3. Nationals nipped the Blue Jays 5-4. Astros topped the Red Sox 6-2. Rangers edged the Mets 2-1. Guardians topped the Twins 4-2. Cubs shut out the Brewers 1-0. It was the Pirates over the Royals 6-3. Braves beat the Rockies 3-1. Athletics topped the Mariners 3-1. Giants over the Reds 6-1. The Reds with just one hit. And the Dodgers dumped the Diamondbacks 9-1. The Los Angeles Angels placed nearly a quarter of their roster on waivers yesterday, including starter Lucas Giolito, relievers Matt Moore, Reynaldo Lopez, and Dominic Leone, and outfielders Hunter Renfroe and Randall Grichuk, prompting a flurry of intrigue leading up to tomorrow, when the teams that when the claims will be revealed, according to ESPN. Of course, the Angels can withdraw the waivers on all of those players if they wish.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Lots of things going around the NFL. Royce Freeman was released by the Los Angeles Rams. Freeman, again, a free agent. And Trey Lance is still getting accustomed to his new surroundings, but he's glad to be with the Dallas Cowboys after a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. And the Indianapolis Colts did not trade Jonathan Taylor yesterday after not finding what they felt was a fair value offer for their all-pro running back. With no trade materializing, Taylor remains on the physically unable to perform list, making him ineligible to play in at least the first 4 games of the season. And a snag in contract negotiations is not why Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is not practicing. In a virtual news conference, Coach Zach Taylor quickly and firmly denied that Burrow's absence is related to the inability between his side and the Bengals to reach a contract extension. Some changes in Friday night high school football, minor changes. John Driffler and I will be in Ramona for the Central Spartans game. We'll be on the air at 6:45. Mickey Dale, George Grahava, well, they get a little bit of a late start. The Imperial Cibola game will kick off at 7:30. Mickey and George pregame show at 7:15. The Brawley Canyon Hills start kickoff scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Everything else remains the same. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. And it's financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. The U.S. economy grew more slowly in the second quarter than previously estimated, a good sign for the Federal Reserve, which is attempting to cool demand to bring down price increases. Gross domestic product, the broadest measure of economic output, rose at an annualized rate of 2.1% in the second quarter. That, according to the Commerce Department's second estimate released this morning, that's a slightly slower pace than the 2.4% the department initially estimated. Economic growth in the second quarter was mostly broad-based, but there were some signs of weakened demand for goods purchases and imports. Consumer spending, which accounts for about 70% of economic output, was revised slightly higher in the second estimate. And 3M has agreed to pay $6 billion to resolve roughly 300,000 lawsuits alleging that the manufacturing company supplied faulty combat earplugs to the military, and that resulted in significant injuries such as hearing loss. In a release, 3M said the agreement is not an admission of liability and that the payout will come over several years and encompass $5 billion in cash and $1 billion in stock. On the big board, green, the Dow up 26 points, S&P 500 up 12, the NASDAQ up 55, gold up $9.50 an ounce, oil up 35 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 111, but heat index values as high as 118. South wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. The winds become west-southwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 85. Southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. The winds become south-southwest after midnight. Mostly sunny on Thursday with a high near 109. Heat index values as high as 115. East-southeast winds 10 to 15, becoming south-southwest in the afternoon. And right now downtown, 90 degrees, 75% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast, 5 to 15 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, and you'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. Coming up, CBS News on the Hour will take you around the world. Don't forget local news when and where it happens on the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Northern Florida is now feeling the powerful effects of Hurricane Idalia. It's now a Category 2, about 3 hours after making landfall.
The water just keeps coming. It's unbelievable.
He lives in Cedar Key, getting hit hard south of where the hurricane came ashore. There's flooding and hundreds of thousands of lost power in the state. Kevin Guthrie is Florida's Emergency Management Director.
There will be also life-threatening winds in the Big Bend today. We could see gusts over 100 miles an hour. We could see sustained winds well over 130 miles an hour.
CBS's Christian Benavides is in Crystal River.
Efforts have been taken to protect the state's most vulnerable, with flood barriers installed at multiple hospitals and some patients evacuated. Rescue animals have also been moved out of the impact zone. U.S. Coast Guard units and more than 5,000 National Guard troops are prepared for search and rescue operations. Thousands of electricity workers are also standing by to help restore power quickly after the hurricane passes.
The storm has brought rain to eastern Georgia. The mayor of Savannah, Van Johnson, says safety is a priority.
If you have no reason to be anywhere, don't. We don't have a curfew at this time. We want you just to stay off the streets.
In Washington, due to the illness of a judge, today's scheduled sentencing for Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio for his role in orchestrating the Capitol attack was postponed till next week. Prosecutors in Washington seeking 33 years in prison. Rough stuff on a Delta Airlines flight that landed safely this morning in Atlanta, but not before severe turbulence left people on board injured. WANF TV reporter Asia Wilson says some went to the hospital.
11 people were injured, mixture of passengers and crew members. The Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport spokesperson, they said none of the injuries were life-threatening.
Well, from London, CBS's Vicky Barker tells us British health regulators have approved an immunotherapy drug that cuts cancer treatment times.
Atezolizumab helps the patient's own immune system seek and destroy cancerous cells. It takes 7 minutes to administer compared to the 30 to 60 minutes most chemotherapy treatments take. It's being offered to patients with lung, breast, liver, and bladder cancer.
Wrapping up her trip to China, Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo warned business there could become too risky for U.S. companies without regulatory changes. She called her meetings in China productive. Checking Wall Street, another update for stocks so far. The Dow is up 31 points. The S&P is up 11. This is CBS News.
When you think of hiring, think of Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring system helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
If this were a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure, my voice is peanut buttery smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay. Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. I'm on to something. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all. Here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Overseas, there's an airline looking to cash in on adults who don't want to be around kids on flights.
If you were looking for more of this, rather than this, then starting in November, paying extra on a Corridon Airlines flight between Amsterdam and Curacao will get you a seat in an adults-only zone. The airline says it's setting aside about 100 seats for adults on its Airbus A350 jets, which have 432 seats. A wall or curtain will separate the section from the rest of the passengers and back. It will cost the price of a ticket plus as much as $109 for the no-kid zone. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
The air traffic control glitch that caused thousands of flight cancellations and delays in and out of the UK has been fixed, and the country's air traffic control provider today vowed there will be no repeat of the issue. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's a radio announcer here, isn't he?
AM 1230.
Yeah, that's right. Have you heard his morning show, Wake Up with Phlegm?
KXO.